Hello, children. It's Grandma Carla with Come Back, Amelia Bedelia. And this is written by Peggy Parish with pictures by Wallace Tripp. Come back, Amelia Bedelia. Oh, my cream puffs, said Amelia Bedelia. She went to the stove. Just right, she said. Amelia Bedelia took her cream puffs out of the stove. Amelia Bedelia is a very good cook, isn't she? There now, she said. I'll just let them cool. Then I will fill them with chocolate cream. Mrs. Rogers came into the kitchen. Good morning, Amelia Bedelia, she said. Good morning, said Amelia Bedelia. I will have some cereal with my coffee this morning, said Mrs. Rogers. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. Mrs. Rogers went into the dining room. There's Mrs. Rogers. And there is Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia got the cereal. She put some in a cup, and she fixed Mrs. Rogers some cereal with her coffee. She took it into the dining room. Amelia Bedelia, said Mrs. Rogers, what is this mess? It is your cereal with coffee, said Amelia Bedelia. There she's pouring the coffee right into the cereal. Oh my goodness. That would not sound very good to me either. Oh, you are impossible, said Mrs. Rogers. You're fired. You mean you don't want me anymore? Asked Amelia Bedelia. That is just what I mean, said Mrs. Rogers. Now go. Amelia Bedelia got her bag and she went away. There's Mrs. Rogers, very angry. And there's Amelia Bedelia, very sad. Amelia Bedelia walked toward town. Now, what will I do, she said. She passed by the beauty shop. A sign said, Lady Wanted. Now, let's see what that's about, said Amelia Bedelia. She went into the beauty shop. There's Amelia Bedelia looking for some more work. And there's the beauty shop. Can I help you? Asked a lady. No, I came to help you, said Amelia Bedelia. Can you fix hair? Asked the lady. Oh, yes, said Amelia Bedelia. I can do that. Then you can start now, said the lady. Mrs. Hughes is waiting to have her hair pinned up. So here's Amelia Bedelia. And here is the lady who needs her hair pinned up. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. She looked all around, but I don't see any pins, she thought. It's a good thing I carry some with me. Amelia Bedelia opened her purse and she took out some pins. Okay, so she's looking for pins in her purse. And Amelia Bedelia began to pin up Mrs. Hughes' hair. What are you doing? Said Mrs. Hughes. Pinning up your hair, said Amelia Bedelia. Did I stick you? Help! Called Mrs. Hughes. They're all wondering what on earth Amelia Bedelia is doing with pins in poor Mrs. Hughes' hair. The beauty shop lady came. Oh no, she said. What have you done? Go away right this minute. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. So Amelia Bedelia went on her way. Now, why did she get so mad? Said Amelia Bedelia. I did just what she told me to do. They were not very happy with Amelia Bedelia. Poor, sad Amelia Bedelia is going her own way. Amelia Bedelia looked in all the stores. She came to a dress shop. It had a Help Wanted sign in the window. So she's looking in the dress shop window. Help Wanted. Amelia Bedelia went into the store. "What kind of help is wanted?" she asked. "Sewing help," said the lady. "Can you sew?" "Yes," said Amelia Bedelia. "I am very handy with a needle." "Then come with me," said the lady, and she took Amelia Bedelia into a back room. So there's Amelia Bedelia getting a second job. "Please shorten these dresses. They are already marked," said the lady. "All right," said Amelia Bedelia. The lady left her. "I don't need to sew to do this," said Amelia Bedelia. There she is getting her new job. There she is looking at the dresses that are supposed to be shortened. She took the scissors, and Amelia Bedelia shortened the dresses. You see what she's done all over the floor? She shortened all the dresses. Amelia Bedelia went back to the front of the store. "I'm finished," she said. "What is next?" "Finished," said the lady. "How could you be?" There the lady's looking. There's Amelia Bedelia telling her she's finished. The lady went into the back room. She saw the dresses. "Oh no," she said, "you have ruined them." "But I just shortened them," said Amelia Bedelia. "Oh, go away," said the lady. "I don't want you." So Amelia Bedelia went. "Some folks," she said, "I just don't understand them." Poor Amelia Bedelia. She does exactly what they say without any question. And sometimes I think maybe she should question what she's supposed to do. Amelia Bedelia walked another block or so. She saw a sign in the window. "It is File Clerk Wanted." "Now I wonder what a file clerk is," she said. "I'll just go in and find out." So there she's looking at the sign, and she thinks she'll try it out. A man met her. "Are you a file clerk?" he asked. "I will be one," said Amelia Bedelia, "if you tell me what to do." "All right," said the man. "First, take these letters. They need stamps. Then file these papers." So here he's looking at Amelia Bedelia. She thinks she can do the job. Did she ask any questions? "I'll do that," said Amelia Bedelia. The man went into his office. Amelia Bedelia looked at the letters. "Now, should I stamp them all at once or one at a time?" she thought. "I better do them one at a time." So Amelia Bedelia took each letter. She put it on the floor, and Amelia Bedelia stamped it. There she is, stomping on the letters. Stomp, stomp, stomp. That's not what put a stamp on it is it? "There," she said, "that should be enough stamps. Now I better get these papers filed." Amelia Bedelia looked at the papers. Then she looked in her purse, and she found a fingernail file. "It sure is small to file all these papers, but I will do the best I can." And Amelia Bedelia began to file the papers. Oh no, Amelia Bedelia, that's not what they meant. Do you know what file papers means? The man came back. "Stop," he said. "What are you doing?" "Just filing your papers," said Amelia Bedelia. "Do you have a bigger file?" "Oh no," said the man. "Do go away." So Amelia Bedelia went. There's the angry man, and there's Amelia Bedelia filing the papers and tearing them to pieces. "I declare," she said, "everybody is mad today." Amelia Bedelia walked on down the street. She came to a doctor's office. There was a sign that said, "Help Wanted." Maybe that's the job for me, said Amelia Bedelia. She went inside. There's the help wanted sign. There's Amelia Bedelia. She's not afraid to do most anything, is she? The doctor was there. I will be your help, said Amelia Bedelia. Good, said the doctor. Bring in the patients one at a time. Come when I buzz for you. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. I can do that. The doctor went into his office. A woman and a girl came in. Who is the patient, said Amelia Bedelia. Jane, said the woman. There's the doctor. There's Amelia Bedelia. Then I'll take her in, said Amelia Bedelia. She picked Jane up. Put me down. I can walk, screamed Jane. Nope, said Amelia Bedelia. The doctor said to bring you in. And Amelia Bedelia carried Jane into the doctor's office. Oh my goodness, poor Amelia Bedelia. She can't do anything right. Put Jane down, said the doctor. Bring her mother in. Bring her mother in, said Amelia Bedelia. Can't she just walk? Never mind, said the doctor. Mrs. Jackson, please come in. Amelia Bedelia went back to her desk. Oh, there's Jane, and she's being a little bit ugly at Amelia Bedelia because she didn't want to be carried in. A little later, the buzzer rang. I need your help, said the doctor. Dickie has a bad cut. He needs a few stitches. I can take care of that, said Amelia Bedelia. She opened her purse. Here is a needle. Now, what color thread does Dickie like? No, no, said the doctor. I wanted you to put my gloves on. Can you do that? Okay, so here she is offering to stitch up the wound. Oh my goodness, with thread. Oh my, yes, said Amelia Bedelia. I will be glad to. So Amelia Bedelia put the doctor's gloves on. There now, she said. They are a little big, but they're on. What next? There's the doctor. He's getting madder and madder. Do you think maybe he wanted her to put the gloves on him so that he could stitch up the wound? Oh my. The doctor looked at Amelia Bedelia. His face turned red. Go home, he said. Home, said Amelia Bedelia. My goodness, she said. I forgot about my cream puffs. I must go back and fill them. Amelia Bedelia went back to the Rogers house. There she is. She made the doctor mad. I'll just make the chocolate cream, said Amelia Bedelia. She put a little of this and a bit of that into a pot. She mixed and stirred, and soon her chocolate cream was cooked. Mrs. Rogers came into the kitchen. That smells good, she said. Well, said Amelia Bedelia, I'll just fill the cream puffs, and then I will be on my way. So there she is. She's not going to leave the cream puffs unfilled, even though she was fired. Oh, no, said Mrs. Rogers. I'm sorry I got mad. Please come back, Amelia Bedelia. We miss you. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. I will be glad to. So now she's back with Mrs. Rogers, where she belongs. Mr. Rogers came into the kitchen. I'm hungry, he said. Amelia Bedelia, please heat me a can of soup. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. She took a can of soup. She put it in a pot, and Amelia Bedelia heated that can of soup. She still has not learned her lesson. She did exactly what he said, but he meant to open the can of soup and then heat the soup. She heated it in the can. Oh my goodness, that Amelia Bedelia. What are we going to do with her? This is Grandma Carla, and I love you.